Okay, good morning. Let's see who's popping in early. Hi, Mike. Hi, Kara. Hi, Julie. Baron. Hi, Becca. Good morning. How is everybody doing today? Hi, Sin. Happy Monday. Let's see who else is popping in. We'll wait a few minutes. Where are you guys calling from today? Anybody away? Anybody somewhere nice and sunny? It's chilly here in Connecticut today. It's definitely starting to feel like fall, which I have to say I don't mind. Is chat open? Okay, perfect. Yeah. Come on in, say hello. Let's get this energy flowing. Get the energy flowing. Good morning from sunny Arizona. Becca. Hi, Sherry. Good morning, Julie. Are you in California today? Let's see. Hi, Sherry. Gray, Indiana. Oh, yeah. Well, we're gonna blow that gray sky away and bring in some sunshine, Kara. We have a really exciting show today. I am pumped for this one. Okay, let's see who else is here. You put out the Halloween. I did the same thing. I put out my Halloween decorations over the weekend, and it changes the whole vibe in the house. Yeah, I love it. Love it. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Boulder, beautiful weather. That's awesome, Sin. Happy to hear that. Yeah, it's a little chilly. I mean, it's the sun is kind of creeping out, but it's definitely, as they say on Saturday Night Live, sweater weather. It is definitely sweater weather. Okay, let's see. All right. Okay. All right. So I think I'm gonna get going. Let's just see if there's any more popping in. You guys can't wear, I can't wait for sweater. Yes, Becca. I love sweater weather. Love sweater weather. All right. Okay. So have you guys looked at the topic for today? Has anybody done a big deep dive into the topic? Well, if you haven't, it's yes, Sherry, it's living in your wish fulfilled. It is probably one of my most favorite topics out of all topics that I teach, that I educate people on. Good morning, Autumn. I love your name. Um, and it is so amazing because we don't realize how powerful we are and how much we can truly create and bring in the things that we desire. So today is about understanding what it means to be living in your wish fulfilled. Hi, Danny. To be living in your wish fulfilled and how we get there. But for us to get there, we have to understand where we are today. So, as always, I'm going to ask a little question to see if we can make sure that we're all on the same page today. So, who is ready to step into their wish fulfilled? If you are, write yes in the chat. Good morning, Ethan. Yes, yes, yes. Yay. Come on, bring it. We need this energy. We need this high vibe energy to get into our wish fulfilled. Let's go. Let's proclaim it. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. All right. Amazingness. Amazing. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get centered and we're going to activate and get us ready and prepared for today's topic. All right. So I'm going to go off camera as I always do, and I'm going to ask everybody if you can, and if it's a safe area, to shut your eyes. And we're just going to do a little centering and activation to get going. So I'm going to go off camera now. And go ahead and take a nice deep breath in through your nose. Hold at the top and release through your mouth. As you're releasing, you can close your eyes. Take another deep breath in through your nose. Hold at the top and release through your mouth. One last time. Deep breath in through your nose. Hold and release. Feel your shoulders drop, your heart open, and your body soften. Imagine a golden light surrounding you, like a big hug. This is your protection. It grounds you, it centers you, and it allows you to lift to your higher purpose. Bring your attention into this moment. What do you feel? What are those voices and that noise that you've been dealing with in your mind? Bring it to the surface. Shine a beautiful white light on it. And allow it to release. Whatever you walked in with today, stress, doubt, distraction, allow that beautiful white light to shine on it and let it melt away. Now I want you to say silently to yourself, I am ready to step into my wish fulfilled. I am ready to step into my wish fulfilled. I am ready to step into my wish fulfilled. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale slowly through your mouth. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. When you're ready, open your eyes. Come back to the room. Present moment. And let's begin. Oh, welcome back. How did that feel? Ah, wow, you like that, huh, Sherry? Yeah, felt good. The energy is popping today, guys. We have a lot of stuff going on. It's a wonderful day to release what no longer serves us and bring in what does. We just went through a solar eclipse. Today is a September equinox. It's a double portal. The perfect time for manifestation and to bring in your wish fulfilled. Today is the day to do it. And the outline that I have scheduled for you guys today is perfect for this. And stay to the end if you can, because we are doing a really powerful manifestation to help you activate your wish fulfilled at the end. Because, like I said, today is the day you want to do it. It's a double portal. It's really, the energy is high vibing. So it's a good time to do it. So, have any of you ever heard of Neville Goddard? Write in the comments if you have, because I'm really curious to see. I'd like to get a pulse on this. Have any of you? Yes. Okay, Mike. Yeah. So Neville Goddard. Yes. Okay. Neville Goddard is a mystic and teacher in the mid 1900s. He's known for showing people how to use their power of imagination to create their reality. Okay, he was way above his time. And he brought the core teaching of assuming that you are in your wish fulfilled. And we have been learning and mastering this technique ever since Neville brought it to our attention. So I want you to think of it this way, and this is the way that I like to envision it. If you had a genie and you can ask anything that you want, what are your top 3 things that you would want to bring in to this world? Put them in the chat. I want to hear them. What are the top 3 things that you would want to bring to the surface, that you would want to create for your reality? And if you don't have 3, even if you have 1, and if there's something that you can share, definitely share it. For me, it's to have, I want to be a leader. I love that. Oh, I love that, Julie. Yeah. You are a leader. You are a leader. For me, it's divine health, not only for me, but for my family. That's always first and foremost for me. Safety, health. I also want to bring abundance, but abundance in a way where I can provide not only for my family, but to help others. So that's a big one for me. And the ability to travel wherever I want in this world. Mucho abundance, yes. So it's great. So we know our tops, right? We know what we want to achieve, what we want to bring in, but that just scratches the surface. You love those? I love those too, Becca. Thank you. But that just scratches the surface because there's so much more to that. Great. I want health. Great. I want abundance so that I can provide for myself and for others. Great. I want to be able to travel the world. But we have to get granular about what that looks like. So when I think of health, that means being in the best shape of my life, taking supplements and eating foods that nourish my body, that keep me strong. When I think of health, when it comes to me solely, it's really doing a scan of where I am today and how I want to wake up feeling every single day moving forward. When it comes to abundance, that means a dollar amount. What do I want to generate in every single month? What does that dollar amount look like? And what will I do with that dollar amount? And how will I bring in this abundance? And who am I going to give to? I've always been the type of person that will give pretty much everything I can to anybody who needs it. That's who I am. But it's important that I understand exactly what that looks like. And I get very crystal clear. So, does that mean that I'm going to donate my time to a soup kitchen? Does that mean that I'm going to provide a Susan B. Anthony, a home for a safe place for women who have had domestic violence and abuse? Does it mean that I'm going to provide my time and supplies and maybe clothes to that? What does it look like? Okay. We have to get granular. We have to understand exactly what we are trying to bring in so that the universe, God, the powers above, your higher self knows what you're trying to attract in. Because it's not enough to just say, I want to bring health, abundance, wealth, all those things. Of course, we all want that. But how granular, how deep? How many of you have really gotten deep into knowing exactly what it is that you want to bring in? Now, if you work with me, you probably have. But I'm very curious to hear who has really done a deep dive and how they did it. I do it through journaling. I also do it through meditation. I get very clear when I remain present and I allow that external noise to diminish. But how do you do it? We're family. Speak up. I want to hear you. We're friends. Let's go. How do you do it? Anybody? I would say one of the most powerful ways, I haven't yet. Okay, Sherry, well, we'll get you do. You do journaling, visualization, yes. So a combination, that's great, Danny. That's awesome. Becca, a combination of wish it, need, I need a better way. Meditation, vision boards, journaling, all of it. Yes, I need a better way to achieve it, right? So we have to get clear. We have to learn how to get clear. But for us to get clear, we have to understand what we need to release to make room. So I always use the cup philosophy. So if your cup is full with stress, a lot of 3D stuff, stress, worry, fear, just keeps adding to your cup, adding and adding and adding to your cup, right? So it's so full with all the heaviness of life that there isn't enough room in the cup for you to truly manifest and bring in what you desire. So we have to start pouring out what's in our cup to allow and make room for the things that we want: abundance, wealth, health, freedom, happiness. And the way we do that is through gratitude. It's one of the best ways to start. So every morning, waking up and being grateful for what you have in your life and what you want to bring in to your life. But here's the secret: you act as if you already have it. So if there's something that you are trying to manifest into your life, you say things like, you use language like this: I am so grateful that I am achieving $40,000 months on a regular basis and it keeps growing and growing. I have unlimited wealth and abundance that is coming from multiple sources in my world. I am so lucky and so abundant. Those are the type of things that you have to say as if you already have them. Okay? So I call it Delulu is the Solulu. So people will look at that sometimes and say, well, I'm not going to pretend I have something I don't have. That's silly. Why not? You know, what you're doing is you're feeding your reticular activating system, which is basically the gateway to your subconscious. And your reticular activating system knows what's important to you by how you feel, how something makes you feel. So when you say these things as if they already are in existence, what you're doing is you're raising your vibration. Your reticular activating system is saying, oh, yeah, I like this. And it's feeding your subconscious with it that Danielle is abundant. Danielle is achieving 40, 50, $60,000 months. So I'm going to give Danielle more of what she wants. It's all about understanding the dance between energy, alignment, and embodiment. And when you understand that all you have to do is bring yourself in true alignment with the energy of what you want, miracles happen. The most amazing things can occur in your life. But if you are living a life of low vibe every day, you're going to attract in more low vibe. It's just the way it is. It's not a punishment. It's not being done to make, because we were put on this earth to suffer. It's just energy. So if you wake up in a bad mood, do you ever notice this? Because it happens to me all the time. If I wake up in a bad mood, everything from that point on starts to go downhill. And it doesn't really matter what your external reality looks like. Because if you understand that you just have to embody what you want, the 3D will catch up. So let's talk about this a little bit. There are 3 different pieces to the wish fulfilled that you need to understand. The first is the 3D, then the 4, then the 5. So I like to look at the 3D. This is our world. We call this the 3D, okay? Where we are right now in our existence, okay? So the 3D is a mirror of your current reality, all right? So this is what it is. And what you are seeing in this 3D is a reflection of your past beliefs. I believe it to be this way, so it is. Are you following me? I believe it to be this way, so it is. So you react to what is, right? We react, thanks, Becca. We react to what is. All right. So when we are in the 3D, the heaviness of the 3D, we are really living in a place of past beliefs. So why is that a heavy place for us? Because past beliefs sometimes are filled with fear, worry. They could be childhood trauma. We tend to take a lot of our challenges that we have grown up with and our beliefs that we have grown up with, and we make them part of our story today. But they're not. That was a belief. For example, I wasn't raised with abundance. I didn't have a family that was truly financially blessed. So it was very common for me to hear, can't afford that, or what do you think, Danielle? Money grows on trees, or that's for rich people. We're not rich. And so my whole life, up until I decided to make a conscious effort to change that mindset, I believed that this was just the way it was, that you're born a certain way, that these are the beliefs that you have, and this is the life that you were given, and that's it. But that's a past belief. That's not the Danielle that's here today. That was the Danielle back then. So when we understand that we are living in old programming, think of it as like, I always think of like the Walkmans. I'm gonna really divulge my age here. You know, the little Walkmans that we used to have in the 80s with the cassettes, and you put it in and you listen and you hit the fast forward or the rewind button. Yeah, Sherry. Okay, so the rewind button, we're going back, we're going back, we're going back. So all those past beliefs are the rewind button of what was, but not what is. So the 3D is the mirror of what was past. And because of that, we see that reflection here. But what's the 4D? Well, the 4D is your workshop. This is where you take out all your little tools in your toolbox and you start to create. So 4D is creating what you truly desire. The 4D is done through intention, manifestation, journaling, visualization, vision boards, balancing out your energy centers, understanding and getting super clear on what it is that you truly desire. This is where you create. It is my favorite. I am definitely fumbling into the 4D and haven't even known it was what it was until right here. Yep, clarity is key. That's right, Renee. So that's right. Hi, Renee. I didn't know you were on. Hello. Yes, the 4D is where we get clear. It's where the magic happens. So I always teach my clients to have their spiritual toolbox and pull things out of there that they need to help them create the life that they truly desire. And clarity and understanding what you want is key. But for us to get there, we have to also understand what it is that we don't want. So the 4D is work. The 4D is about releasing what no longer serves us to allow room for things that do. Remember the cup, right? So if it's filled with stuff we don't want, we release so that we can make room for things we want. And that's where we create. We create in the 4D. So being present with your thoughts is powerful. That's why meditation is so powerful. And I know that I bring you into, and the other girls that are part of Mindful Monday bring you into a really short meditation throughout the process, but there's so much more to this than that little meditation. How many of you have a practice of meditation, even if it's a couple times a week? Personally, I meditate probably on most days twice a day, morning and night. Oh, that's great, Sherry. Anybody else meditating on a regular basis? I'd love to hear this before we move forward. Not regularly. Yeah, back up. This is a good and on Fuel platform. I have a ton of meditations on here. Ali Sweeney has some really good meditations that teach you. Ali's are great because they teach you how to basically start meditating. So, yep, almost every day. That's great, Sin. Yes. 1 full hour and 7 days a week. Amazing, Renee. That's amazing. I love it. Yeah, meditation, getting clear on what it is that you truly desire is the most important thing. And what I like to do after meditation, this is a little technique that I've been doing, is I will journal right after I meditate, especially in the morning, because at night a lot of times when I'm finished meditating, I go right to sleep. But in the morning, part of my activity is to help center myself, and I will journal what came up during that meditation. Anybody else do that? I love doing that. So many things, and I love going back and reading some of my old journal entries because they're very relevant and powerful. I do voice. Ooh, yeah, I do voice notation. Right. I guess it can be called journaling. I like that. So you speak into your phone or whatever, your note taker, and you get all of your thoughts out. I love that. That's great. Yeah. For me, it's about pen to paper. It's just kind of how I am. I like writing it. I like the actual intention of writing, but everybody can do it. Everybody has the ability to do it any way that they feel fit. And I like that. I like that a lot. So the present moment has its greatest power. You are no longer reacting, you are creating. So if your 3D world looks heavy and you're trying to pull yourself out of that heaviness, you do that in the 4D. You start creating and building the life that you truly desire. And that is what brings us to the 5. So if the 3D is your mirror, the 4D is your workshop, then the 5 is your embodiment. Okay, this is where you're living from your highest perfect purpose and your new self. Remember, I was saying Delulu is a Salulu? So you are actually bringing yourself into the 5D as you work through the other processes. The 4D helps you create what you truly embody in the 5D. And the more you believe you already embody it, the faster it'll come in. I know this to be true because we're always manifesting, whether it's positive or negative, but life is about manifesting. But I know this to be true when it comes to intention and embodiment because I have created my entire wish fulfilled from beginning to end. And I'm still creating every single day. I've been able to create the life that I truly have always desired. And I did that by being intentional and doing the work. And the work is found in the 4D. And the benefits of the work are found in the 5. And you'll teeter-totter between that 4 and 5. They work together. They really work together, but you have to continue to create so that you can embody. So bringing in a consistent act of meditation on a regular basis and doing shadow work, releasing things that no longer serve you, those old stories, that rewind button, remember, of those old stories that we believe to be true here in the 3D. By doing the work and doing it consistently. This isn't something where you just say, okay, I'm done. I do this every single day. And it'll ebb and flow. But once you get yourself into the sense of embodiment where you're actually just receiving, it's the most amazing feeling in the entire world. Has anybody ever manifested in something that they have truly desired and it came true? How did you feel when that happened? Because the feeling helps to, again, feed your RAS, your reticular activating system, with what is truly important to you. Even if we don't see it in the 3D, I promise you, it'll catch up. Even if your world is heavy, the 3D is heavy, you have a lot going on. We all have a lot going on. We all do. You have a choice to either live in that heaviness or do the work in the 4 to embody what you truly desire in the 5. Just because this reality isn't exactly where you want it to be at this moment does not mean that you do not have the right or the purpose or the space to allow yourself to do the work so that you could have it in the 5. It's about believing and receiving and releasing. These are the most important things to do. I want you to have the 5D, Sherry. Absolutely. So who feels that they're living in a very heavy 3D place right now? Life is challenging. You're kind of in the thick of it and you feel like you cannot get yourself out of it. Is anybody in that space right now? If you are, just write yes. Between the 4, the 3D and the 4, I feel. Okay, good. That's good. You're always going to be teeter-tottering. So that's fine, but we want to get you closer to the 4 and the 5. I've been in a funk, but getting better. Good, Becca. When you feel heaviness in your body, when you feel heaviness in your life, when there's a lot going on, that's when you have to really get clear on what needs to be released. And you do that by getting present, by sitting, journaling, meditating. 2 weeks ago, I was extremely heavy. Yeah, I get it, Sin. We all go through these moments, up and downs, these ebbs and flows, but to understand what's happening, for me, this is kind of my internal dialogue. Okay, yeah, I'm feeling heavy. I'm feeling the thick of a lot of stuff going on. I'm heavy in the 3D. It's time for me to get present, to release what no longer serves me so that I could move myself into the 5 and the 4. And a great way to do this is to practice a little technique called as if. Has anybody ever heard of this? So it's an amazing way to make tiny little micro shifts throughout your day. That internal dialogue. Do you know we have over 60,000 thoughts per day? That internal dialogue between your ears. And sometimes they're not great, what we tell ourselves. So if we become more intentional of our thoughts, of what we're thinking, I bet my brain is double that. I think some days my brain is double that too, Becca. Yes, for sure. So it's about understanding that we have a choice to change that internal dialogue anytime we want. And what if instead of living in this world of negativity and having all of these negative thoughts, what if you played a little game of as if? If financial freedom was real, how would you dress? How would you feel? How would you spend your money? Would you invest it? How would you walk through your day? What would you look like? I just saying those things to you, I could feel my vibration raise. I could feel my energy rise. I could feel myself walk right into the 4D. Because it makes you feel good, right? When you sit there and say, well, if I had it, how would I embody my life? So if you could think of the as if, start living as if you have it. Now, I'm not telling you to spend money you don't have, but I'm telling you to live in a state of abundance as if you already have it, meaning the way that you compose yourself, the way that you dress, the way you show up in life, as if you already have it. Delulu is the Salulu, as if it's already there. Feed your reticular activating system with the fact that this makes you feel really good. Tells your subconscious, yeah, she's a lucky chick or a lucky guy. Bring more of that into their life. Start embodying it. Start believing it to be true. And the 3D will catch up. And Neville Goddard taught us that. And we've been learning and achieving that forever. I can tell you story after story of people that this has worked for, me being one of them, but also women that I follow on social media that I have seen them just grow leaps and bounds because they're building and they're working in their 4D to build and embody what's coming in the 5. And I'm starting to see the 5 with them. I also read a story about a woman who was bankrupt. And she started to embody this teaching and really believing it. And in 1 year, she became a millionaire by teaching these techniques to others. Now, how cool is that? 1 year on social media. You can achieve and do anything that you truly desire, but you have to believe it to be. I can't tell you. I mean, I believe in every single one of you, but I can't be the be all end all. It has to be you. You have to. And if you believe it, it will be. So, stepping into the version of who you want. Do you guys know who that is? Are you clear on who that is? Who is that version of who you want to be? Does anybody have a clear picture of that version? You can open the door, but you have to walk through it. That's right. 100% Sherry, yes. Okay. Let's do a little technique, just a little baby one, and then I'm going to get you into this amazing meditation that it's more of an activation, and I am so excited to do this because it is the perfect day for it. But okay. So I'd like you guys to close your eyes. We're going to step into the version of who you want to be. So I want you to see your future self already living the life that you truly desire. I want you to see yourself as if you're just observing. How does that person dress? What are they doing? How do they start their day? Now I want you to walk closer to that person, future version of yourself. I want you to grab their hand. Look them in the eye. And say, I'm ready to embody this version of myself. I want you to visualize yourself hugging that future version as you merge your current version with your upgraded new version. Feel the emotions. It is done. You're connected. And each time you step into this energy, you collapse time, pulling the future into your now. And this simple little technique that I taught you, you can do as you're working your way through the 4 to help you embody and merge to the 5. It took 3 minutes. It doesn't have to be fancy. But what you do need to do is work on clarity. And the more you are clear on what that future version of you looks like, the more you will embody when you merge. Through meditation, we do this often. We play with the 4 so that we can embody the 5, but then we get out of our meditative state and we kind of go back to the 3. I challenge you to live today being mindful of that inner dialogue and changing that internal dialogue to an as if you really had what you wanted. Envision it, embody it, be it. See how it feels today. And if it feels good, do it tomorrow. And then some, and then some. Just keep doing it. Okay. How do you guys feel? You good? Are we good? Was anybody able to see and merge into their new version? Did it feel good? Yes? Good, Sherry. Oh, I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm so happy, feeling great. I did merge. I love it. Amazing. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, okay, okay. If you like that, just wait. I'm so excited for this. Okay. As I told you, this is an amazing time. It's a double portal today. Okay. So that just means that you have the veil is very thin, okay, from you getting into your 5D. This is the perfect day to really bring it in, okay? So I'm super excited to bring this meditation activation to you. And this is going to help ground you. It's going to help to get you and embody it. Okay. So, again, I'm going to ask everybody, if you can, to please close your eyes. I'm going to go off camera. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Hold at the top. And release through your mouth. Take another deep breath in through your nose. Hold. And release. Last time. In through your nose. Feel that air flow in. Hold at the top. And release fully through your mouth. Above you, you see a radiant solar eclipse glowing. It's half shadow, half light. You sit there mesmerized by this beautiful occurrence. And right near the eclipse, you see and feel a portal opening in the sky. This is a powerful portal because it's inviting you to release what no longer serves you and step into your highest timeline. Now feel the equinox energy beneath your feet. This is a perfect balance between day and night, light and dark, masculine and feminine. This is the moment where everything within you comes into harmony. Bring your wish fulfilled into your mind's eye. Who is that person? How does that person show up? What does that person embody? See it glowing before you like a golden orb of light. I want you to step forward and place both hands on this orb. You could feel the energy of this beautiful orb starting at your feet, working its way all the way up to the top of your head. You feel the tingling in your fingers. You feel its certainty. you feel it is already yours. Now breathe this beautiful light into your heart. With every inhale, let it expand through your body. Watch as that light embodies every cell, every organ, every piece of who you are. Your mind, your body, your soul, extending out to your entire energy field. You are embodying this wish now. Say silently or out loud, I release the old timelines. I step fully into my balanced, wish-fulfilled reality. One more time. I release old timelines. I step fully into my balanced, wish-fulfilled reality. And let's seal it. I release old timelines. I step fully into my balanced, wish-fulfilled reality. It is done. Take one final breath and exhale with a smile, knowing the portal is sealed in your favor. When you open your eyes, carry this activation with you, because today the universe is aligning with your decisions. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Come back to this room, come back to this space. And when you're ready, open your eyes. How did that feel? Does anyone want to share? Are you guys there? Are you still? Felt good? Good. Awesome. Embody that feeling today and every day. And if you like this type of stuff, then you'll find lots of it on the Fuel platform. Not only will you find meditations from me and from Allie, but there's also amazing content to help you achieve and give you the necessary framework to get you to your wish fulfilled. That we have the most amazing instructors on Fuel. So I ask, if you haven't already, to check out all of these amazing instructors and see if there is something that speaks to you. I love all of them. And I work through all of the different instructors and their programs, and I'm just blown away by the content here on Fuel. So definitely check it out. And if you want to spend some more time with me, you can always reach out to me. I am going to put in my media So this would be the easiest way for me to do this for you. So just let me grab it. Let me grab my media. Here we go. So this has all of my information. I am in the process of starting a community called the DMR Method. And if you open up this media page, what you will see is at the end, there will be a link for you to join the DMR Method waitlist, which I am going to be launching very soon. I'll just leave it at that. So if you like this type of stuff, there'll be tons of content on there just like this. So as always, thank you so much for spending this time with me. Thank you for doing the work and continuing to show up. It means the absolute world to all of us in the Mindful Monday community. We love you guys. You don't see your media? Did it not go through? Host and panelists. Let me see. Hold on a second. Thank you for telling me. Let me see. Did I not? Let me see. Did I not do it to everyone? Oh, everyone. Thank you. Hold on. Let me do it one more time. I'm really happy you told me. Let me just paste it. Let's see if this works. All right, let's try this. Did this work, guys? Hopefully you saw that. Hopefully that helped. Okay. No, still didn't work? Yes? No? Looks like it might have. I think it's there, Sherry. If it isn't, I have your contact information. I could text it to you. I see it. Okay. All right. All right, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful Monday and a blessed week. Sending lots of love and light. Thank you.